In the remote wilderness of southwestern Vermont, there is a region known for its beauty and for its mysteries. Between 1945 and 1950, at least 5 people vanished within a 200-square-mile area around Glastenbury Mountain. Their disappearances were so strange and so unexplained that the land came to be known as the Bennington Triangle. This section of forest is rugged, steep, and sparsely populated. Old logging roads cut through the trees, and abandoned villages sit empty, reclaimed by nature. For centuries, the area has been the subject of unsettling folklore. Native Americans avoided the mountain, claiming the land was cursed or simply wrong. Early settlers spoke of strange noises and unusual lights. But it wasn't until the mid-20th century that the region's reputation turned from eerie to terrifying. The first recorded disappearance occurred on November 12, 1945. A 74-year-old hunting guide named Middie was leading a party through the woods near Glastenbury. He was an experienced outdoorsman, familiar with the trails. At one point, Rivers walked ahead of the group, just a short distance. He rounded a bend and was never seen again. His hunting party expected to find him just ahead, but the path was empty. Search teams combed the area for weeks. No clothing, no weapon, no sign of struggle, nothing. It was as if the forest had swallowed him whole. 1 year later, the most well-known disappearance occurred. On December 1st, 1946, 18-year-old Paula Jean Welden, a sophomore at Bennington College, set out to hike a portion of the long trail. She was seen by several witnesses walking along the path and speaking with other hikers. She wasn't alone. She wasn't lost. And yet, she never returned. Her disappearance sparked one of the largest search efforts in Vermont's history. Police, fire departments, students, and aircraft took part. The National Guard was even consulted. But Paula was never found. There was no clothing or personal items, no tracks, no body, nothing to suggest what happened. Her case became so widely known that it contributed to the formation of the Vermont State Police. Then, in 1949, the mystery deepened. A veteran named James Tedford boarded a bus from St. Albans to Bennington. He was seen on board by multiple passengers during the trip. But when the bus arrived at its destination, Tedford was gone. His luggage was still in the overhead rack. His timetable and bus ticket were on his seat. Witnesses reported seeing him moments before arrival, but somewhere on that journey, he vanished. No one saw him get off. No one saw him fall. He was simply missing. A year later, in 1950, 2 more disappearances struck. On October 12th, 8-year-old Paul Jepson vanished while playing on his family's farm near Glastenbury. His mother reported seeing him only moments before he disappeared. Search dogs followed his scent toward the mountain. And then the trail abruptly ended. Just 16 days later, on October 28th, Frieda, a seasoned hiker and camper, fell behind a group while crossing a stream. She told her cousin she would catch up after changing into dry clothes. But she never returned to camp. Her disappearance prompted yet another massive search effort with helicopters, aircraft, and hundreds of volunteers. In each case, no trace was found. Until May of 1951, when Frieda's body was discovered in a location that had already been searched extensively. Authorities could not determine her cause of death, That only raised more questions. How could a body appear in an area that had been cleared? And why had none of the earlier searches found her? In total, 5 people vanished, or in one case, reappeared mysteriously dead within the span of 5 years. Their ages ranged from children to elderly adults. Some were hikers, some were residents. One was surrounded by witnesses on a moving bus. Their only common connection was the land. Over time, theories emerged. Some believe the disappearances were the result of harsh terrain. Dense forest, sudden drops, and unpredictable weather could disorient even experienced hikers. Others point to wildlife or hypothermia. Still others suspect foul play, crimes committed by someone who knew the land well. And then, there are those who look beyond the rational. The Bennington Triangle has inspired stories of strange lights, unexplained noises, and legends of the supernatural. But while the folklore adds to the mystery, there is no evidence that anything paranormal occurred. The truth may be far more tragic and far more ordinary. What makes these disappearances so unsettling is the lack of clues. No equipment, no tracks, no remains except one. In an age without GPS and in wilderness that remains difficult to navigate even today, the Bennington Triangle reminds us of how quickly someone can vanish without a trace. Decades later, families still have no answers. The region has never shaken the dark reputation it earned during those years. And even now, hikers report a sense of unease near Glastenbury Mountain. Did these people fall victim to the unforgiving wilderness? Was a serial predator at work? Or were these disappearances isolated tragedies linked only by coincidence? We may never know. More than 70 years later, the Bennington Triangle remains one of New England's most enduring mysteries. A chilling reminder that even in a world mapped and measured, some places still hold secrets. What do you think happened in the Bennington Triangle? If you're drawn to unresolved cases like this one, subscribe to Midnight Casefiles Investigates. It helps these stories reach more people and keeps the search for answers alive. Because some stories don't end, they wait.